Hey guys, Pablo here, and welcome back to another brand new video. In this one, we're going to talk about a project called Parex. They have their own native token PRX. We're going to discuss this whole project. This is a new generation decentralized exchange, and they have this whole dual mining process. Their mining process is actually pretty unique, so we're going to discuss how it actually happens. When we talk about mining, I'm not talking about the proof of work consensus mechanism here. It's not actually that. It's a new, it's a different blockchain that we have not covered before by the name of my DEX chain. So this is a DRC protocol. And in this, we have a hybrid model of mining, which is actually proof of stake and of the nodes. So we're going to discuss how it happens. It's not the usual mining. It's not going to, well, it is going to produce a Parex token, but without the inflation. It's actually an inflation eater. So we're going to go over their whole mining process. We're going to take a look at their app and how it actually happens. And we're going to discuss details of this whole platform. How does it work? What makes it amazing and what makes it different? So make sure that you watch till the end. If you have any question, of course, you can ask me. I link everything in the description. But as always, anything I say is not going to be an investment or a financial advice. So always do your own investigation and research. And with this out of the way, let's move straight to the project. Now, here we are at the official website of Parex. We're going to use this. We're also going to use their white paper, which I actually have right here. So we're going to utilize this and learn about this project entirely. How does it work? It may be slightly complicated, like not a lot, but maybe slightly complicated. So we're going to break it down and learn how does it work, learn how you can, get an income from this, what makes this different from the other projects and so forth. So as we talked in the intro, this is a new generation decentralized exchange. And there's a whole debate between centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. And we have studied multiple times the pros and cons of centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. So I think that part is pretty clear. And I have been kind of like bold about this, that I think that the leaning trend is towards decentralized exchanges, because now that they're evolving more and more, they're not having those problems of scalability, not having those problems of low liquidity and so forth. So that point is like, I think we're way across that point. So we have all those features that we get in the decentralized exchanges, but what makes this project different? Because if we are going to use a decentralized exchange, and if this offers the same thing, why shouldn't we go toward a platform that already exists and has been existing for some time now? Of course, people will go to that platform. So since it is a new generation, we need to know that it has something more to offer. So we usually and ideally, there's always problems in the existing system, and whatever new comes up, if you're saying that it's a new generation, then it is supposed to fix those problems that are existing, that people are facing. So we are going to discuss that, what that problem is, that this is, this platform is offering a solution to. Before Parex, this is something that we can read through their white paper and also from here. Like it says, before Parex, teams had to develop and operate proprietary indexing services. This required significant engineering and hardware resources and broke the important security properties required for decentralization. And this is where Parex comes in, where all data is stored and processed on the open networks with verifiable integrity. Parex makes querying this data fast, reliable, and secure. So we have different features that comes with it, and we're going to discuss in a way that we all can understand this. So this is basically on my decentralized exchange, my DEX chain network. So this is a DRC 16 protocol, but actually we're going to discuss why it is on this and why this is important. So we do have bridges that bridge it to the Binance Smart Chain and on the Ethereum. You can actually purchase their native token, the PRX token, on Uniswap and on the PancakeSwap. So, and they are in communication with other networks to get them added as well. So we know there are different consensus mechanisms. We have proof of stake, proof of work, proof of authority. We have Bitcoin and Ethereum where we can actually mine them using our GPUs. Then there's SSD mining, and then there's proof of stake, where we basically stake, people hold a certain amount of relevant crypto tokens, and they make, they get in returns from there. And then we have nodes, where computer nodes are making the blockchain as a peer-to-peer decentralized digital network. And if you keep a node, you earn through that. So we have different ways. You can stake, you can keep a node, you can do GPU mining, you can do SSD mining. Like there's different ways for us to earn income in different blockchains. In this one, in Mind Exchange, which this Parex market, this platform is based on, we have a hybrid system here, which includes proof of stake and also node, which isn't exactly hardware mining. If you think about it, you're not mining with GPUs, you're not utilizing those non-renewable sources or fossil fuels, and you're not putting any danger on the environment. It's like pretty green, so we don't have those concerns over there. But since it is utilizing both proof of stake and also of the node, you are doubling the income or returns that you get. So if proof of stake, you basically get like 15% per year, but in this one you get more than that, which I think this is another thing that makes it a new generation, because this is based on this whole mechanism. So we do have a background on this. I know it is still complicated, but I believe it is essential for us to cover this. Now, what happens in this one, if we go over the introduction one more time to better understand what Parex is, this is a new generation decentralized exchange. It is a structure that can host different networks together and is open to different technologies. They have the PRX token, which is their native token, and it is soon will be available on the CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. And we know when a token gets listed on these major exchanges, it starts to get listed on more and more bigger exchanges, and they're actually going to go at some point, I think, in one of the the top 10 exchanges on the CoinMarketCap that are listed there. It will be get listed on one of those. I don't know, it can be Hobby, it can be Gate, I'm not sure, but it'll be, we do know when get listed over there, the price is like really pumped because there's a lot of new investors coming into it. So I think we're gonna have a really good pump into this. There was no ICO or IDO. It's completely in the hands of the investors. This is on the Mind Exchange network. It's a DRC16 protocol, and it is produced by mining through the node. And we have went through that. It's basically a hybrid of proof of stake and nodes. We actually have the mobile app, which you can get from either from the Apple App Store or Android Play Store or in the Hawaii. So you can get this at the bottom of the website right here on the Android, iOS, and Hawaii. I actually have downloaded on my Android. So I am going to show you guys. Actually, I'm going to start recording on this one so you can watch this one as well. So we do have the app. It's a simple 3-step procedure on how you register. So you download the app, you create an account, you get the private key, you get the seed phrase, you verify that it's yours, you get that account is created. Make sure that you keep the private key and the seed phrase saved with you so you can use it again. That's it. You can basically start utilizing the whole service that they have. They actually have a guide that gives you a brief gist on what you can do in this one. We have dual mining. Parex dual mining can be done as a DEX tracker. We're going to go over that. We're going to go through the whole mining process and how it makes it different, because I know people get concerned when we talk about mining, because they start thinking that when you're mining, you're basically producing more tokens, and when you produce more tokens, it increases the supply and it reduces the value, so it creates an inflation. But this is not happening here. I'm just clarifying it right now. This is not that typical mining we're talking here. It's a whole different procedure. So we're going to go over there, and I'm going to show you guys on the app, on their app, how it is done. And then we have Parex mining rate that can be increased if you become the master tracker, because you get basically a portion of the fees. Again, there's like a lot of details, and I'm not going to go over those entire details in very specific manner, because it's going to get more and more difficult. I'll give you guys the white paper and every other information so you can come over here and take a look at the details for yourself. My whole purpose here is basically to make things more clear so we all can understand. And then we have security. You can use the pin code for security, and then there's different packages, and when we talk about mining, we're going to talk about those packages. There's just whole different packages in partner cloud and public cloud and so forth. So we are going to talk about that. And then we have the simple procedure that we have in every other decentralized exchange of swapping tokens. So we do have that here. So if we talk about the mining here, mining through the node, how you produce more PRX token, how you make income in this one, it is different. It's not going to cause any inflation, because actually it is an inflation eater, which is a completely contradicting thing and a completely opposite thing. So to mine PRX, you basically have to burn the PRX that you will be using for mining. We're going to talk about the whole procedure, how that is done, and you can understand how it actually happens. This whole flow chart, so it's not going to be really difficult to understand. So when you're basically burning the PRX that you'll be using for mining, it basically encounters the limitation that we have. This is completely different from the traditional mining method that we have here, and I think this makes this a new generation. And we already talked about that is communication with other networks so that it can be available over there. Currently the bridge for the BEP20 and ERC20 is active. The supply for this token is not a lot. I actually have it somewhere here. This tweet is of their burn, which was a few days ago. They said today was a history that the community sent about 300,000 PRX to burn. Now the supply of the whole PRX is actually pretty small. It's not a lot. So you can see the PRX total supply mining is of 4.9 million, and the circulating supply on the DRC16 is about like 500,000. On the BEP20 it's about 800,000, and on the ERC20 it is about 80,000. And the total circulating supply, as you can see, is 1.4 million. The total burn amount is 4.4 million, and then there's distribution from the DR16 burn amount, BEP20 burn amount, and ERC20 burn amount, and then percentages and so forth. So you can actually purchase it on the Uniswap and on the PancakeSwap as well. Now when we talk about all these things, there are other confusion that may arise, like people start considering that this is, I don't know, maybe a stock market token, which can be I would say a normal concern for people, but it's actually not. In the near future you can actually use the PRX as a payment method for different firms. PRX is announcing different partnerships with many projects. I'm going to link all their links of the social media and channels in the description. One of the most important one is the payment gateway project, which they are going to announce soon, and they're going to announce a very big partnership on the 7th of August, which is going to open this whole thing. You can use this PRX as a payment method in different companies like Netflix, Adidas, Nike, Walmart, IKEA, Airbnb, and so forth. So it's not a stock market token, just to be clear. And the PRX project also has announced that it will be soon be making an AVEX bridge connection, and they're announcing a partnership with AVEX as well. Now let's talk about the whole mining process so that we can be clear about this. I'm going to show you guys the screen of my app as well, so we can get a more hands-on experience. So in the Parex production is basically done from the MyCloud section that is on the right top corner right here. So you go to the MyCloud section, you can see the Cloud Trackers package, Cloud Partners package, your PRX balance. Now you choose different packages over here, and you can see the amount that you require for each package. You have different types of package. It can be Cloud Partner, it can be Cloud Tracker. For creating the package, you're going to need about like 1,000 PRX, and there's a transaction fees that is required of like 10 PRX. So make sure that you have the required amount of PRX in your wallet that you will be utilizing in this one. So if I can get you guys the flowchart over here, which is right here. So this is of the private cloud. You go to the Parex app, you buy the PRX, of course, so that you have in your wallet. Then you go to the MyCloud menu, which we are currently at. You set a package amount. They're showing 1 by 1 with 1,000. You buy the private cloud pack. Then go to the node installation, you define PRX package node, and then the mining begins. And afterwards, just to be clear, afterwards, when the package that are staked for 365 days, when they're over, by the way, there's no cancellation in this one. The PRX that is used for the package is actually sent to the burn wallet address, and it is banned from the circulation. So and the coins are basically not refundable because, well, they're burned, so they're completely non-refundable. And this is basically how this whole thing happens. You have the complete information on their white paper of the partner cloud, of the private cloud. In one of these you require the tracker installation, the other one you don't. So there's a lot of specific details that you require in these ones, so make sure that you get complete information over here. You can see we have flowchart of every single process here, all the details that are completely covered. So I don't think you're gonna have any problem over here. So basically I think we have covered most of the important information. Again, the PRX token it has a really small supply, and it is in the hands of the investors. There was no ICO or IDO. There are going to go have a partnership established on the August 7th, and it'll open up this whole payment gateway. You can use Parex token for real life shopping, which is pretty amazing. They're currently listed on 3 different global stock exchanges like Mexi Global, L Bank, and CoinTigerX, and they can be purchased on Uniswap and on the Pancake Swap. We already have seen the burn that occurred on the tweet of it as well over here. And in the October, as I mentioned before, they're going to go for one of the exchanges in the CoinMarketCap top 10 list. It can be Huobi, Gate, I don't know. And the Parex projects actually benefits from a 75 million funding in the Tax Dynamic, which you can get details of on the website and also on the white paper as well. So I think this is all of you guys. It is complicated, I'm not gonna lie, but if you read through this whole thing, if you come to the white paper, if you become a part of their community, I think you can get a more hands-on experience, and it'll become much more easier for you. If you have any question, which I'm sure you will be, make sure that you ask me in the comment section. I will give you guys all the links that'll be in the description, so you can ask them there as well, and I think that'll be a much better option for you. So make sure that you like this, and I'll see you guys in the next video shortly. So stay tuned. Disclaimer: trading digital assets involve significant risk and can result in the loss of your invested capital. You should ensure that you fully understand the risk involved and take into consideration your level of experience, investment objectives, and seek independent financial advice if necessary. It is up to you whether to invest or not.